Why do we spend our lives chasing imaginary numbers on a bank statement rather than trying to change this? Why do we spend our lives filling the pockets of the small minority of financial elite who own 50% of the world's wealth rather than trying to change this? Why are we told that the main priority in life is to make money, to keep up with the Joneses, to gather material possessions that just crowd us and cause us misery, when we could be spending our lives following our passions, expressing ourselves, and making the world a better place? Why do we care what others think of us? That doesn't bring us happiness. Why are we continually distracted with the bullshit we read in the papers and hear from our politicians when we can see with our own eyes what's happening around us? Why do we fear change, making a stand? Why are we told those at the bottom of society, the jobless, the immigrants, the less able, are causing all our problems when they hold so very little of the money? Why does the overinflated subject of immigration continuously get rammed down our throats while massive corporations are let off the hook for tax every single day? And why can we not imagine how utterly horrible it would be to have to flee our home country because it's being blown apart, only to be told that we aren't welcome in any other country? Why do we think that people would leave their homes, their families, their way of life simply to steal our welfare, when our welfare is fucking abysmal in the first place? Why do we sit around without a care in the world when one of our greatest beacons of hope, the NHS, is being sold off and privatised right under our noses? Why do we listen to those who have vested interests in private profit-making solutions when they oppose ideas designed purely to help the people? Why do we listen to people like this? Why do we let people who don't give a damn about the people run our countries? Why do we bomb people who, apart from a different language, are no different from us? Why do we think that creating division, spreading hate and seeding fear will heal the world over unification, love and hope, when that has never been the case in history, ever? Why do we hate animal cruelty but yet pay someone to kill animals for our breakfast, lunch and dinner every single day? Why are we utterly disgusted when we find out that horse meat has been found in our food, but yet couldn't give a damn about the millions of cows, pigs or sheep who are stuffed into confined conditions for all their extremely cut short lives, only to have a bolt fired in their head at the end of it? Why were we all told to eat meat as kids, all told that it's good for us, yet most of us wouldn't even consider eating an animal that hasn't been conditioned into our diet from birth? Why do we care more about fitting into this society than life itself? Why do we care more about what we're told than what's in our heart? Why? Because the world has been driven by exploitation since the Dark Ages, and we've been conditioned to believe it's an acceptable part of life. It's not only animals being exploited, we are exploited every single day. Every time we get up, every time we go to work, every time we pay our taxes, every time we are driven apart by the media or by the government with fear-mongering and finger-pointing. Anyone or anything that doesn't put up a fight is conditioned or exploited. Anyone or anything that puts up a fight is imprisoned or blamed. We're taught to conform and we're suppressed from an early age. This suppression has been passed down from generation to generation. It's so ingrained in our culture that we hardly realise it. And by the time we get to adulthood, we're so alienated by it, so oppressed by it, and so disenfused by it that we give up on it. We join the millions of others in a machine, a money-making machine designed purely to satisfy the greed of those who created it and control it. This isn't life. This is not living. This is a hierarchical system designed outside our interests, and despite the progress we've made over the years, this is still exploitation. We are all living and dying to pave the streets for others. We are all exploited to keep the rich rich, the establishment in power, and us in check. The thing is, we are the majority. We can all make a difference, and we can do it immediately. All we have to do is realise it. So wake the fuck up and break the system, because frankly, for us, it's been broken for a long, long time. Make a change today. Now, change starts with one thing, and there's one thing we can all do to try and stop exploitation today, and that is to stop eating animals. We can all do it. We can all do it right now. Nothing bad will happen. We'll only see our lives and health improve. So, what are you waiting for? Thank you for watching this video.